When I think on all the good things that I have received, I know a star shines for me. You are my sunshine. You are my release. You are my dream come true. You were made for me. My name is Chandra. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm a mother. I'm an activist. I'm a human being. I grew up in a very small town in Florida called Plant City, and currently Baltimore is my home. I've been singing all of my life, however, as something that I've actually focused on and decided to pursue as an actual full expression for the last 6 years now. To be with you again. Baltimore has been very prevalent in the news as of late because of the incidents that happened surrounding the arrest and subsequent death of Mr. Freddie Gray. During that time, I, like many other artists and activists, took to the streets. I began, galvanizing my people and folks that I know. And from that point on, I also began to note a change in my community. Things began to shift. The police presence wasn't seen as well. And I noticed this. About 6 months ago, I was the victim of a home invasion and rape in which I had to fight for my life while my 3-year-old child was present. I'm grateful to be here because during that attack I was stabbed in my heart. Didn't know it, was fighting. Within an hour, I was undergoing open heart surgery. I did have repeat hospitalizations and repeat procedures over the last 6 months, but after that first 7 days, they were able to discharge me home to begin the process of rebuilding my life. The road to recovery after open heart surgery is huge. It's huge. There's a lot of mental shifts you have to make when you think about having someone operating on your heart. There are some very specific rules that anyone who has to have open heart surgery has to go through. There's a new trust you have to put into your body, but during this, your body's going through all these changes. And then in my case, there was also the anxiety and the PTSD, really, of the actual event that occurred in my life. So recovery for me meant therapy. It meant physical therapy. It's meant a lot of time alone just to recover health-wise. And each day I was able to get a little bit stronger. I had some setbacks, some pretty significant setbacks, including repeat hospitalizations, but I can say that the road to my recovery has really been one day at a time, one step at a time, tackling each thing as it came up and working to move forward from that place, knowing that I would be okay. I just didn't know when, and in the beginning, I wasn't sure. Getting out of bed, walking again, being able to safely go to the bathroom again, feeling confident in my ability to even lay down or sit up by myself. There was a lot because there was a lot of retraining of my body. You're afraid. There's a lot of fear. You do not know if your body is going to do what it's supposed to do. I remember telling my therapist there, I was like, oh, that's right, my legs are okay. Like I had to remember, my legs were okay. And that helped me to straighten up and to be confident in my legs, even if I weren't confident in my arms or my body or my chest or the fact that I was hurting. The pain was real. I had an episode in the hospital where I thought I was okay, so I stopped taking my pain medicine. Oh, it was terrible. Never did that again. So being a mother is one of the most important things in my life. My children grant me opportunities every day to become a better person. And because my children are so important to me, this was amazing because I couldn't think about them, or I was thinking about them, but I couldn't do anything for them. I couldn't do anything. All I could do was trust that they were okay. And so I'm really grateful about having community. A lot of us don't have community, don't have people we can trust. I am fortunate that I do. I didn't even have to make those calls. Like, that work was done for me. Once people knew what was going on, like, everything kind of fell into place. We got them was the message that I kept receiving. So once they began to come back into my life, it was, trying to explain to my oldest son what had occurred. Trying my daughter, my youngest one, I was worried about what she'd seen, what she'd experienced, worried about my son, his feelings of, being 8 and him wondering, wishing that he was there and wanting to protect mommy, knowing that in my mind, I'm so glad he wasn't there because of what I think could have occurred had that happened. I can say that the second 3 months have seen a return to what I'm calling my new normal. My new normal requires a lot of self-checks for me, even more than they were before. Before, I thought I was pretty invincible. I'm 6 feet tall, I'm pretty strong. I've always kind of carried myself with a lot of assuredness, and a lot of that comes not just from something made up in the sky. I know that I can weather storms. This is the greatest storm I've ever weathered. So I have a new space with my children where we all feel very safe. My daughter, every time we pull up home, as we're driving home from her daycare, she says it every day, "We are home, yay!" And she's so happy to be home. She's so happy to be with mommy. The same thing with my son. They're just both so happy for us all to be together and for us all to be in this space that feels good. I'm back to work. Getting back to work has been one of the parts of this that I was worried. I had a lot of anxiety about, but I'm really grateful that my job has been very patient with me. Retention is really important to them. We like to keep good people, so I'm glad that I was the kind of person that they felt so inclined to work with in such a good way. My track record spoke for itself. And I'm back to my music. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Music has always sustained me through my darkest places. So when I say I've been singing all my life to people, it really has been that singing and writing songs with my therapy, my personal therapy. So to be in a space where I'm now able to perform, I've had a lot of my fans say to me, "I can't believe your voice." It's like there's something depth, there's a depth, there's a quality, there's an ease. And I explained that, well, I have to be relaxed because right now, I went through a lot of breathing challenges during this period, and where I was, dealing with needles going in my back every few weeks to drain fluid. I couldn't breathe, not being able to breathe. Pretty scary stuff, especially when you've never suffered from anything like that. I'm a pretty healthy person generally. And so my new normal has me really excited about what my future can be. December 4th, I was able to do a show called I Live, Dammit, and it was great. It was very well attended. It was very well supported. My band, the featured artists, the audience, it was a great, great way to just say, I'm here, and I was able to sing full out for an hour and some change, and that by itself is a feat after what I've been through. So where do I go from here? What I would say is that as an artist, as an activist, as a mother, I'm really in the planning phases, of where I want to take things, the planning and executing phase of my life around my activism and artistry. There's a lot of new material that has been written that we're working on in terms of launching a new single, as well as working on an EP that we're working on right now, as well as in terms of my activism. I have started a nonprofit organization called One Love, One Heart, and currently working to partner with some other organizations that are working around sexual violence working around domestic violence, working to raise awareness of what that looks like in Baltimore City, what that looks like on a national and global level. So there are some really wonderful things that are happening around strengthening the conversation, injecting some more information into this narrative so that we can basically stop allowing one part of our species to prey on the other part of our species without awareness. I don't think that many are aware that that's actually what's happening. We are breeding part of our society to prey on the other part of our society, and that is unsustainable. You know, they're always able to find me on my personal platform, which is my website, www.aaronhilltv.com. They can also follow what's happening with a band that I work with, which is the Fruition Experience, and that's fruitionexperience.net. And also, you know, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. I also have a blog called Amaisms. So there's ways that you can just find out about my story, and if you'd like to be on my email list, you can sign up for that through my website. But I'm very reachable on social media, and I enjoy keeping conversations going. I love a great dialogue.